For MBank background, MBank Group is a leading financial service group with over 40 years of expertise in supporting Malaysia economic development. They have over 3 million customers and employ over 9,000 employees. The group was listed on the Bursa Malaysia main market in 1988 and the 6th largest banking group by asset in Malaysia with a market capitalization of around 9 billion and asset of 170.2 billion as 30 March 2021. They provide service in wholesale banking, business banking, and related financial service, including Islamic banking, general insurance, real estate investment trust, and others. Furthermore, their business is focused on taking advantage of domestic growth opportunity.
Al-Amin Islamic, which is the industrial hire purchase Islamic product. This product is a facility that offers financing, so you can purchase machinery or equipment for commercial and industrial uses. This product also is a Shariah compliant option made available by Amin Islamic to capable applicants like clubs, association, sole proprietorships, and registered public limited companies to lease or rent equipment or industrial machine as a first option and need to make a purchase the next industrial asset. There are 4 features and advantages of this product includes a fixed monthly payment, a 7-year leasing period, an option for a fixed or variable profit rate, and lastly a rebate for yearly settlement.
Okay, my name is Alif Hakim bin Shams Suradi, matric number 1192238. We move on to the next, which is the type of industrial hire purchase contract, which is al-ijarah summa al-bai'. ITAP refers to 2 different and consecutive contract, which is ijarah and bai' contract. Under the terms of the first agreement, which is ijarah, the hirer rents the item from the owner for a predetermined amount of time at an agreed upon rental rate. We move on to the next contract, which is bai'. Upon expiration of the lease term, the hirer may engage in a second agreement to purchase the item from the owner at an agreed upon sum equivalent to the final payment.
Next, we move to the audit criteria part. The first part is ijarah contract. There are 3 objectives that related with this contract. The first one is validate the legal capacity, offer an acceptance and rental amount for the contracting parties. Second, ensure the asset legitimately existed for the contract. Third, verify the payment process run efficiently and compliance with Sharia law. For the audit procedures, the first one is recompute the accuracy between overall rental amount and the amount that has been paid monthly. Second, perform a physical assessment to verify the involvement of the assets and its usufruct from the time of entering until the end of contract. Third is examine the fulfillment of monthly payment and penalty due to late payment. If the extra charge occur, the earnings should be purified by channeling to the Baitul Mal or other charity organization.
Okay, now let's continue to the second component of the Shariah audit program, which is sales and purchase contract, al-bai'. There are 2 audit objectives. First, to ensure the 2 transactions to be documented in 2 separate and distinct contracts. And next is to confirm that the ijarah contract shall not be stipulated as a condition of the preconditions of the sales of the assets. For the audit procedure, first of all, is to examine and read the sales and buy agreement, followed by the steps of verifying the sales and buy agreement legality. Next is to check to see if the ijarah contract and the sales and buy agreement are distinct. The last but not least is to confirm the identities of the parties to the agreement bank as the seller or as the client or as the buyer.
Next, ijarah rental. In audit objective, first is to determine whether the rental has been agreed upon and has performed the ijarah contract in accordance with the condition that has been set. In audit procedure, first, secure that the contract parties has agreed and follow the policy that has been set, and second, the ensuring that the rental done must be subject to a minimum limit and a maximum limit in terms of payment method such as pay in installment, debt and other. Second audit objective is to identify rental issue that occur and be resolved according to the correct procedure and in accordance with the ijarah contract in case of cancellation or there is an overdue installment. For audit procedure, first, ensuring that the handover of the leased asset must be agreed upon with the terms and conditions must be followed. Second, ensure that in the event of rental cancellation, both parties must follow the mutual agreed condition under the ijarah contract.
Next, we move to audit for ijarah. There are two audit objectives in this section. First, to determine whether the forward ijara is based on asset specification or on a specific asset. So the procedure is to inspect the document concerning the lessor in order to determine if the lessor transferred the usufruct of an asset for a certain duration in the future or will do so at a predetermined date. The second audit objective on this forward ijara, which is to ensure that the leased assets are received by the lessee within the specified time. So there are two procedures. First, to review the estimation of the delivery date for the item, and second, to inspect if the leased asset is being built without the lessee knowledge, whether construction is taking place or the lessee should terminate the lease contract.
Okay, next we move on to the audit criteria, which is product disclosure sheet. So the objective is to ensure the flow of the product is well explained and understandable. So for the first one, audit procedure we need to check is checking the outline of the products and the flow and provide best calculation for the customer. Okay, for the next audit criteria for product disclosure sheet, the objective is to ensure the exact cost that customer need to pay for the process of product application. So the audit procedure is to distribute amount of each documentation that the bank will charge and provide a list of documents that the customer need to pay for processing document fees.
Okay, now let's continue to the last part of this presentation, which is the comparison between the Shariah parameter by BNM and PDS of Industrial Hire Purchase I of MBank. Okay, there are one issues that is not tally compared to PDS and the BNM, which is the forward ijara. The detailed description of forward ijara in PDS is not clearly stated what in BNM parameter. In PDS, the two types of forward ijara based on specific asset and on identified assets are not more specifically mentioned in the PDS. Only the rental fee and the late payment charges, ta'wid for the lessee, sometimes the client does not have acknowledged about contract and product. Secondly, if the lessor of bank defaults on their obligations, there is no list of what to do, so the information there is not complete. Compared to the BNM parameter, in BNM, it is complete with an explanation of the two types of forward ijara and the delivery lease asset, what they need to do if the specifications are not met, and the ability to renegotiate the ijara contract terms.